ever wondered how computers understand the words we type or the symbols we use? Well, it's like they have their own secret codes. Computers don't understand languages like English or Hindi directly. Instead, they speak in a special language made up of just two characters, 0 and 1, known as machine language. So, when we type anything in our language, the computer translates it into machine language and gives output again in our language. So some of these computer or coding languages are ASCII, EBCDIC and Unicode, etc. Now, let's talk about them in detail. ASCII. It stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is like a universal language for all computers. It assigns a unique number to each letter, number, and symbol on your keyboard. For example, the letter A is represented by the number 65 in ASCII. It ensures that when computers communicate, they understand and agree on what each character means. EBCDIC. That refers to Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. It is another coding system mostly used by older IBM computers. It's like a very different dialect, still assigning numbers to characters, but not the same ones as ASCII. Unicode is like a super language that covers almost every character in every language worldwide. It assigns a unique number to every character, from English letters to Chinese characters and beyond. Now let me show you a statement. The statement is ASCII, EBCDIC and Unicode are examples of application softwares. Let's find out if the statement is true or false. Application software refers to programs or applications designed to perform specific tasks for the user, such as word processors, web browsers, or games. ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode, on the other hand, are not applications but encoding systems that ensure consistent representation of characters across different platforms and devices. So, the statement is false because ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode are not application software. They are standards that ensure a common understanding of characters, enabling effective communication between computers and systems. So friends, in our MSCIT book, we have learned about CPU in detail. I hope the explanation of this question has helped you better understand the topic. We will solve some more such questions in our next session.